Alade, Oríkì tó dùn létí. Alade is an Oríkì strictly for male children, and its meaning is very much similar with that of Alabi. The only difference is that Alabi ends with B, while Alade ends with De. But let us break it down. Alade. The main words in that name are the words La and De. Let us start with the word La. This one word has many meanings, but the one most related to what we are talking about is the one that means to break, as in La Igi. This act of breaking or splitting is one usually done very speedily and therefore extensively. Another meaning for La is something done very quickly, briskly. Now, what about De? That one is actually very simple. It simply means to arrive. Yes, the word De also means to cover, as we have in the words Ideri or Ade, but that meaning does not relate to this context. De here means to come, to arrive. And by arrive, of course, we are referring to the coming of a newborn baby. The A that starts that name is a noun maker whose meaning can be said to be he, who, or the child who. Therefore, an Alade is simply a child whose arrival was quick. Omotolade, this is not a child we had any delay in having. It doesn't mean that the natural biological process of having a child, in the case of this child, was very fast, faster than every other child's. No, what the name simply means is that there were no unnecessary delays in the process of having this child. Everything went just as they should. The parents did not have to wait for years after marriage. The child did not stay in the womb longer than it should. And even the very making of the child itself was very fast. That is an Alade, Omotolade. But secondly, it can also mean Omotidide re muwala, a child whose arrival has led to our success. Or Omotode nigbatala, a child whose arrival coincides with our moment of success. Now, thirdly, this name is also used by devotees of Obatala because Obatala, the Yoruba Orisha of creativity and purity, is represented by the color white, which is called Asho Ala. So when we say Alabi, it can also mean that this is a child born by Allah, a child born by Obatala. This child is a property of Obatarisha. Those are the meanings of the Oríkì Alade, Wàá Ṣere.